Okay guys, it's time to sit back, eat a cheeseburger, drink a beer, do whatever you gotta do to get comfy. And we're gonna have a little chat about whether or not we think the Habs are done. And is this the team that will be iced for the first game of the regular season? But first, before I get going here, if you guys are a fan of the Habs, or you don't know the difference between blueberries and rabbit shit, then please consider subscribing to my channel as I upload a ton of hockey content and would really enjoy having some more of you grasshoppers tag along for the ride. Now, you see, I prepared for this. I went out a few days ago and I asked you guys whether you think the Habs are done or not, just to get a feel of what you guys are all thinking. And these are the results. Boom! Almost 1,000 votes. Holy shit, slinging monkeys, that's a lot of votes. Anyway, as you can see, the majority of you all think there's something brewing behind the scenes here. And you know what? When I look at the roster, I definitely agree. I think there's gonna be a trade. I really do. Because no matter what I do right now when I try and mix and match the lines of the team, they look bleh, especially down the middle. Does anybody else feel this way, huh? Now I know there are a lot of people that are fixated on the defenseman here, claiming that the Habs need to pick up another puck-moving D-man, yada yada yada, and I completely agree. That would be nice. Although I do think that should be second on Bergevin's things to do list right now. Because let's just go ahead and see what they look like down the middle right now. I've been trying my best to come up with a lineup on my own for the forwards. And here's what I got so far. Okay? I know what you're thinking. Jeez, Junkie, this looks like shit. Well, I panicked, okay? I saw a ton of wingers and a lot of centermen that were like 5 years old. And I panicked, man. And I think if these are the centers heading into next season, and Bergevin expects to make the playoffs and compete, then he is really banking on Suzuki bringing his game to the next level, which is believable. But he's also hoping 21-year-old Jesperi Kotkaniemi brings his game to the next, 18 levels. And I like Kotkaniemi, okay? I really do. But I do think there's going to be a few hiccups with him along the way. So, to throw him to the Wolves right now just seems kind of... I don't know. Anyway, let's go through these lines quickly. Line number 1, we got Slickless Suzuki, centering Tyler Toffoli Ravioli, and their little bundle of joy, Cole Caulfield. And I kept these guys together because they had some chemistry in the playoffs. They looked like they were having fun out there, and I think that they may just start the season together. But who knows? Next up, we got Jesperi Kotkaniemi centering newcomer Mike Hoffman and Josh Anderson. Kind of a strange line. I'm not even sure if I like it, but it could potentially be a line heading into next season, or who knows? Maybe Gallagher plays on the wing alongside Kotkaniemi. I don't know. It's a coin toss. Line number 3, we got Jake Evans centering Jonathan Drouin and Brendan Gallagher, which is another line that could potentially be given a shot together. I don't know. It's just going to be weird seeing Gallagher play alongside somebody else besides Phil Deneau and Thomas Tatar. And the 4th line, I've got Cedric Paquette between Arturi Lehkonen and Yoel Armia. Now, it's kind of weird because eventually Paul Byron is going to be back, and also this leaves Perreault as the extra forward. And another guy you can't forget who just had a great season down there in Laval is Ryan Poehling. If this guy comes into camp and he's in good shape, lays off the Pepsi and pizza, and can turn some heads, who knows? Maybe Poehling cracks the team heading into next season. Now, I'm not sure what you guys saw there when you looked at those lines, but even if you have different combinations than me, that's okay. As remember, I'm just winging it here with all these wingers. But they definitely look weak down the middle. So I wouldn't be surprised if somebody gets moved soon. I'm willing to bet it's going to be a winger that gets moved. And I wouldn't be shocked if we saw another centerman coming back to Montreal. Even if it isn't a top 6 center. I mean, it could even be a guy that can slot into the lineup as the 3rd line center and maybe handle some big face-offs at their own end of the rink. And kind of take the weight off of the shoulders of some of the kids, while being capable of putting up some numbers. Or who knows? Maybe Bergevin goes out and hits a home run and brings in a top line center. But something has got to give. Anyway, guys, that does it for this video. Let me know what you think down there in the old comment section. Which position do you think that the Habs need to address the most? And do you think it's going to happen before the season begins? There's been a lot of chatter about Christian Dvorak coming here, so who knows? All I know is I'm going to bed. Good night, you assholes, and I'll see you tomorrow.